Good morning everybody and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Today we're gonna be playing the DLC, and by the DLC I mean the entire DLC. Now we're gonna do it in the same fashion I did my previous Dark Souls playthrough though, which is to just kind of get through it as quickly as we can while still covering most of the game. So where do we start the DLC? It's in the Cleansing Chapel. We're of course gonna do all of the story bits and such, right? But I'm still gonna be rushing as much of it as I can. And yeah, there hasn't really much changed since the last time, we played Dark Souls here. I'm using the same character. I just leveled him up a tiny little bit and got him a little bit of new equipment.
Of the forlorn who have no place to call their own. Please bear witness to our resolve.
So that's the guy that's gonna get us into the DLC.
For Ariandel. Fire for Ariandel. And the ash to kindle flame.
That's us. We are the Ash. And now he's just kind of moaning. Okay, good morning. Alright, let me go ahead and show you really quick what changed. So I just got us a little bit of new equipment. We got the Knight's Ring. We've got the Ring of Favor. And that's basically it. We're also gonna go ahead and equip the Silver Cat Ring. I think I leveled up once or twice, and then I also got us a whole bunch of like green blossoms, and I maxed out the Estus. That's the only thing that changed. Other than that, the exact same character. And let's get into it.
Wait. You've the same scent as that woman.
It's weird that he can smell that.
You must be an ashen one.
Didn't know they left a scent, but okay. Alright. Are you laughing at me, motherfucker?
You don't know how long I've searched.
Really not all that long. Can't be that long. There's like a billion of those where I'm from. Like legit so many ashen ones. Can't be that long. Alright.
Don't mind me. Didn't mean to fall apart.
Well, you did though. But that's okay.
Ashen one, I have a kindness to ask of you.
Sure, let's go.
My lady lives in the cold land of Ariandel. I need you to show her flame.
Alright, I got a whole bunch of embers.
Flame that will burn the rot away.
Now this is important. Keep the rot in mind.
Truly are ash, then it must be fire that you seek.
Well, I kind of already killed the main guy, but that's okay. So we are now going to go into the painted world of Ariandel.
They of ash never fail. Just a moment, then.
Yeah, he's gonna get out his little slip of paper.
Of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is.
It's not very big, is it?
Take it. Touch it.
You know, if somebody does that to me, like in real life, the last thing I would do is take it or touch it, right? If somebody's like lying on the ground like he is, but that's okay. There's no way this is gonna go wrong. Alright, in we go. Oh man, why can't that stuff ever be a little bit nicer to access? Like, that's the only thing I wonder about, but alright.
Ashes were too.
The ashes were too. Really important to keep in mind, right? We are one of them. So there's another ash in this DLC. Yeah, I already looked up a whole bunch of the lore stuff. Again, this is, I don't know if I hope this was obvious from the very beginning, but this is of course gonna be not just major spoilers, this is gonna spoil everything, right? Because we're gonna be playing the whole thing. So, there's this guy back here. Let's go and pillage that.
Have you just arrived?
Yeah.
Very unusual. Just how long has it been? Rejoice, my new friend. For this is a true haven of the forlorn. The cold and gentle
Painted world of Ariandel. If you remember, there was a painted world in the original Dark Souls 2.
Find one for yourself. A sweetly rotting bed to lie upon.
Okay, so the rot right? You can see the stuff behind them. That's the rot. There's a lot of it in this world.
Yes, of course. You're no exception. We've all seen terrible things. But you're safe now. Let it ease your burden.
I don't really know if I should trust that.
A fine home for you. So, go on ahead. Find one for yourself. A sweetly rotting bed to lie upon.
So he repeated that, right? The rotting bed to lie upon. Right, that's kind of the ending line he has. We have to find a sweetly rotting bed to lie upon. Now, you can see this world right now doesn't really look a lot like the rot that was behind them. That's kind of the important part. Now, let me actually go ahead and show you something. And this, we need to die for this though. So I'm going to intentionally die right now, okay? Let me go ahead and have these guys just stab me. It's not like we're really gonna lose out on anything. Alright. Because if we die, there's a little piece of dialogue that pops up that otherwise we don't get. We have to die for this. Which is a little bit silly, but that's just how it is. Also, there are these enemies, which I think are actually really cool. Right? But, we're gonna resurrect really quick, and then we'll be back.
My very own home now.
You heard that? My very own home now. Now, I'm not really sure what that means exactly. Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. But that is a dialogue that only pops up if you die here. Right? You have to die here too. You can't die anywhere else. Alright, let me go ahead and go over here. I get stabbed a little bit, not a big deal. Fall down. We got so much healing. Now, right now, we could go to the left. To the left would get us to the bonfire really quick. Well, we're gonna be heading straight. Now, there are these wolves here, and this big wolf up there. I'm just gonna completely ignore that, of course, as per usual. And, gonna run past all of this. This guy's actually pretty fucking scary. I mean, you can fight him, I won't. But that guy is honestly just straight up nasty. Like, that's a strong enemy. Not gonna mess with that, as you might be able to tell. So we're gonna just head over here, run past all of this. Now, up there on the tower is gonna be some ashes for the lady in the firelink, which is mostly why we're going here. Alright, so those ashes are of course pretty neat. Also, got shot at, that's okay. We're just gonna keep going. It's not really that big of a deal. My character is not horribly overpowered or anything like this. Alright, my character is actually a perfectly adequate level for this, I feel. But he is decently strong. Also, this guy needs to chill, man. Blocking the path. That's a little bit unusual. Usually it doesn't do that, but that's okay. We're just gonna try to get past him anyway. These guys are super fucking strong, by the way. I don't really plan on fighting them. They're just really, really scary. That's it. So we're just gonna head past it. We don't have to fight them either. I mean, that guy down there is actually manageable, but where we're about to go now, there's gonna be another one. The guy that shot at us with that big-ass arrow. Yeah, he's nasty as shit. I'm not fighting that. Yeah, this guy. You see him? Alright, I can try to get some damage in. But yeah, you can see that he actually can definitely tank quite a few hits. And, I mean, we can try to take him down, I suppose. Oh, never mind. Oh, we got a backstab. That's good. Try to get another. No, just beat him up then. Alright, cool. Actually got him. Usually I don't kill him, but those guys are powerful, right? And there's quite a few of them in this world. Now, it's actually an interesting little lore thing as well, because those fellas, they don't really belong here. Just like the first enemies we encountered, the ones with the spear and the torch, those guys also don't really belong in this world. But that's the point of the painted world, right? Everything that doesn't belong, loses its place of belonging, kind of goes in here. So we're gonna go pick up this, and then we got the Captain's Ashes. Captain's Ashes. Yeah, speaking is difficult. But the Captain's Ashes, those are mine, of course, my ashes. And then we can drop down here, you know, Just kind of keep falling down a little bit. And then we can actually get another item this way, I believe. We go over here and then somewhere around... Yeah. Yeah, there it is. There's an oak shield, which I guess is kind of neat. But now we're just gonna head the hell out of here. Because that's really all there is to do in this part. It's not really that big of a section, honestly. It's a pretty small section of the game. But you can head over here if you want. It's entirely optional. There's nothing in this part that you need. It's kind of important to keep in mind, I think. There's the wolf again. This time he doesn't do anything. He just kind of howls a little bit, but we're gonna go through this. Oh, by the way, this whole, you know, the snow breaking under you, that happens a few times in this DLC. They seem to really like that. Alright. We're gonna head past this. And we are at the first bonfire already. It should be around here. Yup. Fantastic. So we're gonna activate that really quick. Now, what our plan now is we're gonna go and do a little bit of story, and then we're gonna go kill the first boss in this DLC. Which honestly I personally thought was a little bit of a disappointing boss, but that's fine. I don't know. So by the way, this bridge may remind you of something. First of all, of the original Dark Souls, and secondly, of the Catacombs. But yeah, I'm gonna go and stab these guys really quick so they don't get any funny thoughts. There we go. And over here. So you can see there's a fella here we can talk to.
Well, well. You're Lady Uria's Lord of Hollows.
Yes, that's me.
No bell tolls. And yet, you've slipped into the...
Oh, by the way, he only has that Lord of Hollows line if you have already achieved the Lord of Hollows ending.
Lady Friede will guide you.
Which we have, right?
Oh, you miserable mad...
Oh, shit! I didn't mean to! Sorry. Ah, oops. Whatever, he just tells us to go in there and talk to her. I didn't know he disappears after you hit him once. I didn't mean to attack him. Oops. But you can see there's a bonfire right here, but there's actually nothing we can do. This is it. This is the entire thing. We can't do anything here right now.
Welcome to the
except talk to her, I guess.
Ariandel. I am Friede. I have long stood beside our blessed Father and the rest of the forlorn. But forlorn thou seemeth not, Lord of Hollows. I know not the missteps which...
That's really cool that they refer to you as Lord of Hollows.
Thy duty is all, and thy duty lieth elsewhere. Return from whence thou camest. I presume it visible to thee?
The bonfire here in this room. So only ashes can see the bonfires, by the way.
But 'twill guide thee nonetheless.
So the thing is, this tells us one thing. She is an ash as well, right?
Ah, yes. There is a thing thou shouldst by rights possess. A remembrance of this cold world for the great Lord of Londor. May it help thee bear thy duty.
So she basically gives us a ring and tells us to get the fuck out of here. Right? Which I guess is kind of reasonable. Alright. But she tells us to leave this place. Right? We do not belong here. Which is kind of important to keep in mind. Anyway, let me go ahead and do this really quick. So you can see this bridge is starting to crumble and fall. And you may notice I'm still on the bridge. That's because I'm a fucking baller and I don't give a shit. You don't have to do it this way. And really it's only advisable to do it like this if you've got the cat ring. But I do have the cat ring specifically for the section. So we're gonna be doing it with the cat ring. So... gonna go down here really quick. Then, yet again, we can jump here. Jump here. Cat ring is super sick in this game, by the way. Much better than in the previous version. And then we go down here, and that's fine. I planned on jumping this anyhow. Whether or not we get hit really doesn't make a difference. So we'll light this bonfire really quick. And we are already at the first boss. It's not really that that difficult to get here. You can see to the left there's a crab. There's actually an Estus slab over... Not an Estus slab, what I'm saying. A Titanite slab over there. If you want to get that Titanite slab and a spell, then you need to kill a crab and then another crab. There's actually 2 of them. And then you can get that. But I'm not gonna bother. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna activate an Ember. As you guys know, I really like fighting as a team, right, with a group. I think that makes it a lot more entertaining, but it seems like nobody's here, that's okay. This is actually gonna be the first part of the game. It's gonna be a little bit, you know, tricky, but that's okay. So, we'll start this fight out with the Hornet Ring. I guess nobody's here, so let's just fucking do this. I'll also activate a Green Blossom. So you can see this is, by the way, reminiscent of the arena in the first Dark Souls DLC. Which kind of, I don't know, is relevant, I suppose. Also, wolves. Hello. And this guy. Yeah. Oh, nice. We gotta kill the wolves first. Because those guys are kind of asses if you don't. And then this is the boss. Kind of. You can see it's not really that strong. Oh. Although right now he's being a bit of an ass. No, okay. Putting up a bit of a fight, I can see. That's fine. We'll just keep stabbing him though. And now it's gonna get a little bit more interesting. But I just want to get rid of him first. Okay, nice. Because now we have Gravetender Grave Wolf. It's motherfucking Sith. Except he doesn't have the sword. Yup. Okay, we're gonna try to... Ah! Shit. This guy can actually get a little bit scary. Do you still have my buff? Okay, now we do. Oops. That's fine, we got still plenty of healing. Alright. Hello, Mr. Wolf. Ooh. Nope. Yeah, it's a little tricky to hit him. I've tried this fight with a sorcerer before, and that was quite simple, honestly, because as a sorcerer you just kind of like throw some crystal soul spears at him and then that takes care of it. Okay, we kind of got some attacks in, finally. That's probably a better idea if I stop tanking it and instead start dodging a lot more. Okay. Oh, he's going mad now. Oh, that's good. That one is good for us. Oh! Okay. Heal up. Dodge out of this. That's okay. We got hit a little bit. Not too much. Just need one hit. Okay, heal up a little bit again. And we got him. Whew! Nice! So, this is actually a pretty important item in the DLC that we just got, which is the Champion's Bones. So, let me actually just head back to the shrine really quick, to Fireline Shrine, so I can show you this. But killing that guy, or those two, gives us two things. First of all, it gives us a weapon, which is actually a really cool weapon, which is this right here, the Valor Heart. It's not really that great, at least from what I have seen of it, but it's cool, right? So I guess that counts for something. But we can also burn the Champion's Bones here, and then you can do an undead match. So this is kind of like PvP, a lot easier, like a lot more accessible, I guess, which is cool. Also, can I level up right now? I don't know if I have enough. Yes, I do. That's actually kind of nice. Alright, cool. Let's do that really quick. So, you can see we can, like, that's kind of the first boss. Actually, when I first played this DLC, I found him first, and then found the other one later. No, wait, actually, I found this one later. Oh, God. No, I found him, after the other boss. And it was just like, oh my god, wait, this doesn't make any sense. Well, you'll see in a second why that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, So now we gotta get into that church, right? That is our next step here. That's the next play. So there's nothing else to do down there except for that Titanite slab again. If you feel like getting that, I am, as I already mentioned, not really all that concerned with that. Also, that is like the most disappointing crystal lizard ever. A large Titanite shard, really now. Alright. Oh, and this is my favorite. Let's go. Yeah. Let's skate down here. Not even a problem. I really hope I don't get invaded. I would actually be very surprised if I don't get invaded. Like, this is just absolutely prime time for invasions right now, so... these guys, by the way, they just kind of shout a little bit, but they don't really do any fighting. Like, you can't just completely ignore them. The next guy, however, as you can see, I'm actually gonna go ahead and eat one of my blossoms, because these fellas are pretty fucking scary. Hello. Yup. Okay, let's start pounding into him. Now, of course, my build is really strong, so it's not as scary as it could be, but these guys can get nasty. Alright, got him. There's like 4 or 5 of them in the DLC. You can also get their weapons, which I'm still a little undecided if I'm gonna show you how to get the weapons, because it's gonna take a little bit more time, but I'll see how long it takes us to clear out the DLC, and then, depending on that, I'll maybe do the weapons at the end. So there's a guy here which we can talk to. Who, by the way, after you beat the next boss, you can go talk to him again, and he gives you an Estus slab.
Well, there is nothing forlorn about you. You must be the other Ash.
Other Ash, again, right? So the other Ash, we know that the other lady, right, the lady we talked to earlier in the church, Friede, she is also Ash. So those are the 2 Ashes, us and Friede.
Grant us our wish.
And he wants to grant us his wish.
Make the tales true.
True, and burn this world away.
My lady must see flame, and you have only to show her.
See, he, again, his lady must see flame, so his lady is the other Ash. You are Ash, are you? Is it not fire that you seek? We bring fire. That's what the Ash does. Alright?
Surely you've seen the rot that afflicts our world.
Yes, I pointed out the rod.
That which fooled the good father and buried the flame.
So the witch. So he doesn't like the lady, but he still refers to her kind of with like a respect kind of thing.
The tales true.
Make the tales true and burn this world away.
My lady must
See flame, and you have only to show.
And you have only to show her.
So that's our job here as the Ashen one. We have to find the lady, make her see flame, and burn this world away. Alright. I think that's pretty straightforward, right? Oh, am I getting invaded? Oh yeah, I'm getting invaded. God damn it. Alright, who is it? No? Is that him? Yeah, I think that's him. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. I wonder what he's up to. Ah, you know what? I'll just continue on with this. There he is. Never mind. So there's a whole bunch of enemies and shit you can fight here, but never mind that. Who cares? If I don't have to, I won't. Cut him up really quick. And then we go up here. And we'll just keep running from the invader. That's the thing. If you want to invade me, then you better make sure you find me, motherfucker. Alright. Let's go up here. By the way, there's a guy up there that you can fight again with the... You know, those are the scary enemies in this area. There's not a lot of them. There's 2 in this church, there's 1 down there, there's 1 up there, and then 1 which we already fought. And that's it. That's the entire... Yo. You wanna get fucked up? I'll fuck you up, man. Like, this is the place to fight. Alright. Let's go. Oh. That hurt, man. Alright. This is an invasion, though, so no rules. Got him. Good. By the way, this is actually like a really important thing, I guess, to keep in mind. I personally prefer invasions a lot more over duels. I think duels are entertaining, but not really like my favorite thing. Alright, it's just like okay. While invasions to me are super entertaining because like I think it's so fun because there's no rules. And people always seem to forget that. Invasions do not have rules, right? You can heal, to use everything. Oh, there he is. So this guy's actually pretty strong.
Man must be caught.
Sir Vilhelm.
Every secret must be unearthed. Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed seeker of truth. But in the end, you lack the
That's a pretty strong hit.
to the agony that you'll bring upon yourself.
Okay, we got a hit in there. So, he is actually pretty tough, as you can tell. Which I like this. I think this is actually a really cool fight. I always love the fights where it's just a guy. Like every big monster is gonna be a tough fight. But they're big! There's no skill involved for them. You know, if you're a dragon, then of course you're gonna be able to beat people up. You're a fucking dragon! But Sir Vilhelm here, he's just a guy with a sword. You just gotta be good with a sword, that's all. I really like that. I always think that is so much more interesting than... we're gonna go ahead and use another one of these. Don't worry, we got plenty of them. I bought like 60 before I started this. Alright. The one thing we really need to be cautious of with him is that we don't get parried. Oh, damn it! I had a riposte there. Yeah, but he doesn't really parry you so much as he does the kick and then kills you, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think we got him though. Not yet. Now we do.
Forgive me, my lady.
Forgive me, my lady.
An oath, but I have failed you.
So we get the contraption key and we get the onyx blade. Now the onyx blade is actually a really cool weapon. And it does have some interesting details in terms of like description. Friede, the eldest amongst her sisters and leader of the Sable Church, bestowed the sword to her knight. Now Friede, this tells us that Friede is actually the sister of Uriah. Or as sister of Uriah. Which, you know, like that is the lady that got us to become the Lord of Hollows and such. Now that's pretty neat. Also contraption key is gonna drop this. Ruin that nice stack of books right there. I mean, that's just rude. Alright. Hello.
I believe I feel the scent of ash upon thee.
Yeah, I guess.
The one of whom Uncle Gale spoke. The one to show me flame. 'Tis good. When this is done, may I return. The door is open thanks to thee. 'Tis good. I'll head off to paint. I promised Uncle Gale I would. 'Tis good.
Okay.
The door is...
So we freed her now, right? And Uncle Gale. Oh, who's Gale? Right? Gale is actually the guy at the beginning that led us into the painted world, and we'll see of him again. Or we'll see Gale again. Let's go ahead and open this really quick. And this is probably the hardest part in terms of running this, but it should be fine. Alright, let's just get past all of these guys. There's a whole bunch of items here, but as already mentioned, we'll be ignoring all of it. There's a church, there's a bell here. Now, this is actually a really interesting part. They talked about the bell, right? About ringing, or how there was no bell that rung. Now, this is actually a really important part of the lore, as in Dark Souls 3, there are always bells, right? Like, there's the bell that wakes us up, the Ashen one, and that those bells are always supposed to wake up the Ashen ones. Also, there's wolves here. We actually gotta get rid of those guys, though. Yeah, they're like the only ones we have to deal with. But the Ashen ones get woken up by the bells, right? We don't come back to life on our own. We need the bell for that. Oh, nice howl. Except I already killed most of you. Oh, never mind. Alright. God damn it. Are you done yet? Alright. This right here is actually the hard part. Right? So they have a bell in this world. They have a bell in here. However, the bell did not ring, because how could it? It was obviously just stuck in the ground there. Alright, we made it past that. Gonna go head in here. Make this fall over. That's just a shortcut. I don't think we'll need it, but I'll trigger it anyway, just in case. But, you know, the bell is just stuck in the ground. It can't ring. So no Ashen ones should be able to join in this world on their own. Let's go ahead and activate this. This is actually something you have to do, by the way. This is a hidden path that is required to complete the DLC. But that's also why there's a little text in front of it. So you can see down here, there's a crazy amount of this rot. Wow. Right? Like, why the fuck is there so much rot? And also, if you think back to the painted world in Dark Souls 1, look at this. Look at that contraption. Right, look at that wheel, what it looks like. It's the exact same thing as the painted world in the original Dark Souls. And then we zoom up, and then you'll see a statue turn, and that statue looks exactly like the statue in the original Dark Souls. Now, we also know there's a painter, and that the people in this world, they are asking to have this world burned away. So what does that mean? Well, the thing is, the most logical conclusion there is, oh, the world is something that needs to be burned away every once in a while, so a new world can be born once the rot starts taking over. That's what she's for, right? That's why the inhabitants want the world to burn away. That's why they are seeking fire. That's why there's rot everywhere, destroying it. And obviously you can see the flies, they're not the natural inhabitants. And the natural inhabitants, if we look down at the village, where they were all like lying on the ground and dead and shit, now they aren't doing well. They're not having a good time here. So you can see this open up something.
Will be ever seeking fire.
As ashes will be ever seeking fire. Alright, now we gotta get out of here though. Which can actually be a little bit tricky, but that's fine. Oh, please stop it. It's disgusting. Alright. Cool, we're gonna heal up again. Alright, just keep going. So, in this world, the rot is starting to take over. It is a painted world. It's the painted world that used to be the previous painted world, but painted over now looks differently, right? It's a different version of the same world. So, why is it not being burned away if everybody in this world wants that to happen? Well, that's the interesting question, isn't it? So here we are now. And there is a lot of summon signs, as you can see. And we will summon people for this. Like, absolutely. There's no point even trying to do this without summons.
Now, return from whence thou camest. Thou'st a place in that world, and that alone is cause to rejoice.
No, I'm not leaving. So, you can see over here. Oh, look at who that is. We remember him. That's the guy from the beginning. That's Slave Knight Gale. So that's her uncle. Alright, we'll be summoned later at a separate location. This is my favorite part, by the way. This is my absolute favorite part of the DLC. You can see we used one of those dried fingers. So now we can summon 3 people, right? Plus Gale. That makes 5 Ash, I guess, fighting against this boss. And it's just the sickest thing. I love that so much. Alright. And I'm going to legit use this every single time. I think this is to me so entertaining, having this army of people just charging down our boss here. Alright, we got 2 already. Because I used one of those dried fingers, we can have 1 more. And there it is. So you can see it's 4 of us already, and then Gale joins in later on, which makes us 5. But so somebody's talking. Bring me my flail.
Friede, what stops thine ears?
So he's the one talking.
Please, my flail, right away.
So he wants his flail because blood hasn't been shed enough and the flame is flickering. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Oh, and this is the sickest boss fight in the entire game.
Bring Friede to me, please. Canst thou not see the flame flickering once again? Soon will it surge. I can see it, feel it.
So soon the flame will surge. So he wants his flail. Flail, of course, means he wants to, like, flail himself, because there's nothing else to flail.
Father, we have no need of thy flail.
Because the flame is flickering, he wants to calm down the flame.
'Tis only the flame quivering at misguided ash.
He's just talking about us.
Please avert thine eyes.
Oh, I love this moment so much. This is so cool.
I will snuff out these ashes for good.
Alright, let's go. Oh, by the way, the calmer the music is in a Dark Souls fight, the harder the fight. And I promise you, this is one hell of a fight. Alright, let's fuck her up. This butcher knife is just the sickest fucking weapon. Alright. Stab her a bunch. So you can see, we're actually doing really well here. Oh, I think we got her already. Down she goes. The blood going towards the... I don't know what exactly that is, right? It looks like a soul vessel from the original Dark Souls. But the blood going towards it, towards the flame, which the flame is in there. He seems fairly unhappy about this. No, you can see he was actually chained into the ground. So he didn't really have the choice to leave. On top of that, he's in this like basement area. He can't go anywhere. And now the flame is burning. And one hell of a flame it is, isn't it? Now pay attention to Friede. Pay attention to what she's gonna look like. I'll show you. You see that? You see how she's glowing like an ember? Because she's ash. She's just like us. Alright, time to go, phase 2. And look at that, this is my favorite. I love this so much. 5 people fighting this shit. Oh, that is so cool. I don't know, I think that is so fucking cool. I love that. Alright, he's breathing fire. Phase 2, the easiest way to do it is to attack this guy. Not Friede. There's Friede as well, but as you can see, they share a life bar. He is much easier to kill. Much, much easier. So, as you can see, we're all working on him instead of Friede. And Friede doesn't really do anything. Oh god. Ooh, that would hurt. Alright. No, no, no. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a little bit of distance in here. And I think I'll actually sharpen my thing as well. Hey, it's gonna give me some more healing. Keep me at full HP and shit. And we got him. Ah! Come on, that's a cool boss fight, isn't it? Gangbanged him. Easy peasy. Down he goes. We got our reward. And where's the bonfire at? Okay. Oh shit! Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Phase 3, motherfuckers! Alright, and she goes wild in Phase 3. This is why you need 5 people. Look, the previous 2 phases were nothing. This is where you need 5 people. Okay, let's go. Oh shit, look at him, he's almost dead. Oh god, get out. Alright, we managed to dodge that. Beat her up. Just keep her stun locked as much as we can. She deals a crazy amount of damage. Alright, we got her to half. That doesn't really mean anything. You don't even want to believe how often I've got this lady to half and then didn't kill her. Oh, nice. And just keep pounding into it. Shit, 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 shit. Retreat. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's okay. Heal up. Gotta keep ourselves healthy. Oh, shit. Alright. Heal up again. Now she's called Black Flame Friede, by the way. Right? No longer just Friede, Black Flame. And... got her. Nice! Get out! Everybody, have a toast. And we got the soul of Sister Friede. And of course a Sunlight Medal, for good measure. Alright. Nice. And that's actually it. That's the DLC. That's both bosses. There's only 2 bosses. As you can see, if you did it the way I did it, it is rather short. 40 minutes. And, you know, like, that is with me listening to all of the cutscenes and shit. Since I guess we're only at 40 minutes, I'll show you really quick where you can get cool items and shit. But before we do that, there's actually one last piece of the story that we are missing. And that is up here. See that ladder? It's gonna get us places. Hello. That's the lady we freed earlier, right? Remember?
I can hear the fire crackle, and soon I will see it. My thanks, Ashen One. I will finish the painting of a cold, dark, and very gentle place, so that it might make a home for someone someday. My thanks, I will, so that...
See? So now she wants to finish the painting of a cold and gentle place, so it might make a home for someone someday. Get it? Get what's going on here? She's gonna repaint this world now that we have set the fire back into place. This world is going to burn down and then there will be a new one. Alright, so enough of that. Let me go ahead and show you where a bunch of cool shit is, okay? So, we want to go down into the Kovian settlement. Because there is a bunch of cool shit that I still haven't shown you. It's just a little bit tricky to find, I guess. But there are some really cool weapons in this DLC. And we do have some of them already, but not all of them. So, let's get in here. So, I didn't actually activate the shortcut. So we'll just have to go this way around again. But it doesn't really make much of a difference. I mean, this is pretty fast anyway, right? I mean, this is really just not that big of a deal. This guy tries to put toxic on you, which is a bit irritating, but... that's about it. Not a big deal. So we're gonna go over here, drop down. Now if we drop down there, you can see there's already an item in this part, which is just a soul though. Not really that big of a deal. However, we continue on over here. and then back on this wall, there's a path that leads up on the house, and then from the house we can stab these two assholes because fuck them. I'm mostly stabbing them just because they deserve it. And we got the Crow Talons. Now the Crow Talons, they are yeah, I can't really wield them with my character, but they are the weapons of these guys, you know. They do this. They're actually pretty fancy, right? So we're gonna unequip that really quick though. Gotta get my butcher knife back. And Hornet Ring didn't come in that handy. Oh well. Guess I should have gone with the other one, but it's not that big of a deal. So that thing right there isn't too difficult to find, right? I feel like most people would figure that one out. This next bit is a little bit more tricky. So you go around here. Then there's a little bridge that leads you. You can drop down here and then get that item. And that, you know, that you can see over there is where you would find the first of those, I don't know, crow dudes. And this door is usually closed, but you can open it up from that other way. So that's how you get access to this. And then over here, you need to jump this. So you jump over here, then you can go into this little area with one of these assholes, and then you can jump on this. And once you do that, you get yourself the Crow Quills, whatever, which is kind of the same thing as before, except it has like an S-Tok as its main weapon, right? And has this like dart throwing thing. But it's actually a really cool weapon as well, right? It's actually cooler than the other one in my book, but yeah. So there's that. Now there's actually one more thing, one interesting weapon left. Which is a little bit more difficult to find, but I don't know. It's not like anything is like super difficult to find in this. It's not like, it's really not that big of a DLC. It's small, rather small, and a lot of people are actually disappointed with the length of it. You can see I managed to clear it out like super quick. Now, the first time playing it, it took me like 2 hours, which I guess it's still not that long, right? But I suppose for the more casual players, you know, for the people that haven't spent 300 hours in Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1, they'll probably take a little while longer, and you know, you gotta imagine that it's directed at them. So, actually, can I do anything over here? Yeah, I think there's an item over here too. But that's not actually what I'm looking for. Yeah, so there's a shortcut. There's a shortcut there, which is kind of useful, I suppose. I didn't unlock that earlier because I wasn't sure if we're going back here. Also, it's rather easy to unlock, but... So, what you do is you go through this general area, and then you gotta stick to the right. You know, like, previously I was mostly climbing up, now we're gonna be mostly going to the right. And... oh yeah, there it is. See that little snowy field? Exactly, that's what we're looking for, because this is going to fall down. Then we are in this area, and there is him, who we need to get past, which is actually a little bit tricky, because as I mentioned already, these guys are pretty fucking strong. Yeah, god. The poise as well. Oh shit. Alright. Good Quake, man. Oh god! Alright. More difficult than the bosses, I see. Is there another one? Oh shit. Alright. Never mind, we're not fighting. Never mind, we're just gonna get the weapon and get out of here. This right here. The Earthseeker. That's the weapon they are using. We just get the Earthseeker and then that should cover it. That's most of the interesting stuff. And of course you have the soul of Friede. Right? Soul of Sister Friede, one of the Twisted Souls, steeped in strength. And you can use that to create her scythe or the flail. The scythe is actually super sick. I heavily recommend you do that. Oh, you're dead. Oops. I guess after the ending she does disappear. Alright. Anyhow, so that's the entire DLC. All of it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating on the video. Would definitely appreciate that. Let me know if you enjoyed this, right? Like, legit, leave a comment and let me know what you think of this. Because I did actually spend a decent amount of time preparing for this video, right? It's not like I just did it once and then recorded it and that's it. No, I actually spent a decent amount of time researching and making sure I got everything right. But yeah, anyhow, the story of Friede, it's a story about belonging, and it's a story about, you know, burning down that world. I didn't really go too much into the whole belonging thing, I guess, but just go watch some lore videos, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.